Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to get a business insurance quote online with ERGO Next Insurance, step by step. Why get a business insurance quote online? Well, before we dive into how, let's talk about the why. Why would you want to get your quote online? First, speed. You can get a quote in about 10 minutes. Second, convenience. You can do this anytime. 9 a.m. on a Tuesday, 11 p.m. on a Saturday, your schedule, your terms. Third, transparency. You'll see your pricing options right there on the screen. No guesswork, no surprises. You can even adjust your coverage and watch the price update in real time. And fourth, and this is a big one, once you purchase, you can instantly download your certificate of insurance. That's the document clients, property managers, and contractors ask for before they'll work with you. No more waiting days for your insurance provider to give you what you need. All right, let's walk through the actual process. What information should you have ready? Before you start clicking, it helps to have a few things handy. Don't worry, you don't need a filing cabinet, just some basic info about your business, like what type of business you run, where you're located, whether you have any employees, and if so, roughly how many. You'll also want a ballpark estimate of your annual payroll and your expected revenue for the next 12 months. It doesn't have to be exact, just a reasonable estimate. And finally, think about what coverages you might need. General liability, workers' comp, commercial property. If you're not sure, that's okay. The system will actually help guide you based on your business type. And we also have a bunch of videos on this channel that explain what types of policies are out there. Got all that? Great. Let's start the quote. Step 1, getting started on the website. All right, so you're on the ERGO Next Insurance homepage. You've got a couple of options here. If you already know exactly what coverage you need, say general liability, you can click right on it and get started. But here's a pro tip. If you're not 100% sure what you need, click on Shop by Profession. This lets the system recommend coverages based on your specific type of business. Super helpful if you're new to this. Let's go that route. I'm gonna click Find Your Business. Now, I need to select the category that's closest to what I do. Let's say I run a marketing agency, so I'll choose Offices and Professionals. Next, it asks where I'm located. I'll type in my state, California, and continue. Now, I choose my specific profession. I'll search for marketing. There it is. Select that. And then I enter my email address. This is where they'll send your quote details. Pop that in, and let's get going. Step 2, telling them about your business. Now it's going to ask you a few simple questions about your business. Does your business have one or more employees? Check if yes. Do you use tools and equipment to operate? For a marketing agency, probably not. But a contractor would check yes. Do you rent or own an office or business location? If you've got a storefront or office space, check that box. And do you use vehicles for business purposes? Delivery vehicles, mobile service providers, that's you. Based on what you check here, the system will know which coverages to offer you. Pretty smart, right? Now it's showing me that general liability is recommended. I'm going to continue with that since I know it can cover some of the most common risks for small businesses. Step 3, enter your business details. All right, now we get into the details. Nothing crazy, just the basics. Your name, phone number, business name, standard stuff. Here's a handy one. Is your mailing address the same as your business address? If yes, click that and save yourself some typing. Next up, your ownership structure. Are you a sole proprietor, an LLC, a corporation? Pick the one that matches your setup. I'll go with individual/sole proprietorship for this example. And what year did you start your business? Let's say 2024. Do you have any locations outside your state? Any employees working remotely in other states? It's important to answer those correctly as it affects your coverage. How many owners does the business have? And how many employees? I'll say 1 owner and 1 employee, so 2 people total. Now, your expected payroll over the next 12 months. This is an estimate, don't stress about being exact, but it's important to be close to accurate. I'll put $40,000, and for expected total sales, let's say $500,000. Step 4, answering the history questions. Now comes a few yes or no questions about your business history. These help the insurer understand your risk profile. Has your commercial insurance been canceled, revoked, or non-renewed in the last 3 years? Hopefully, no. Has your business been convicted of anything? Again, hopefully no. Have you filed any insurance claims in the past 3 years? If you have to answer yes to any of those, don't panic. You might still be able to get coverage, but it might affect your pricing or require some additional information. Next question. When would you like your coverage to start? You can pick a future date, or you can select today and be covered right away. I love that option. Step 5, choosing your coverage. Now we get to the fun part, choosing what coverage you want. First up, would you like to include umbrella/excess liability coverage? This gives you extra protection above your standard policy limits. For this example, I'll skip it, but it's worth considering if you want that extra peace of mind. Next, workers' compensation. If you have employees, you probably need this. In most states, it's actually required by law. I'm gonna add it. For workers' comp, they'll ask about your payroll by job type. What type of work do your employees do? I'll select marketing, and the expected payroll, $40,000. Any subcontractor payroll. If you hire subcontractors, enter that here. I'll put 0 for now. Now they want to know about the business owners. I'll add myself, 100% ownership, easy. A few more questions about your specific business activities. Just check the boxes that apply to what you actually do. And they'll ask if your business involves any high-risk activities. For most office-based businesses, this is a quick no. Has your business ever had a workers' comp policy before? If this is your first time, just say no. Step 6. Adding commercial property coverage, optional. Now here's an optional but important one, commercial property insurance. This can help protect your business's physical location and all the stuff inside, like your equipment, inventory, furniture, all of that. If you rent or own a space, it's worth considering. Let's add it. Is your business located in a commercial space you rent, own, or is it home-based? I'll select commercial space I rent. A few details about your location. The year the building was built, square footage, that kind of thing. And how much is your business property worth? Think computers, furniture, inventory, equipment. I'll estimate $172,000. Any property insurance claims filed before? No? Great. A couple more questions and we're almost there. Step 7, getting your quote. All right, moment of truth. The system is now preparing your quote. And here we go. Look at that. We've got options. You'll typically see a few different tiers. In this case, Basic, Premier, and Deluxe. Each one offers different levels of coverage at different price points. The basic plan here is $36 a month. That's less than your weekly coffee run budget, and it can help protect your business. If you want more comprehensive coverage, the Deluxe option is around $80 a month. Let's click View Details and see what that includes. So with this plan, you're covered for serious injuries, medical payments, advertising, and copyright issues. You've got limits of $1 million per incident and $2 million per year. And check this out, the deductible is 0. That means you don't pay anything out of pocket before the insurance kicks in. You can compare the plans side by side, adjust your limits if you want, and really customize this to fit your needs and budget. What happens after you get your quote? So, you've got your quote. Now what? If you're happy with one of the options, you can purchase it right then and there. Enter your payment info, confirm, and boom, you're insured. And here's the best part. Once you purchase, you can download your certificate of insurance. Remember, that's the proof of coverage that landlords, clients, and contractors need to see. No waiting, no follow-up calls. You can literally send it to your landlord 5 minutes after buying your policy. And if you're not ready to buy today, no problem. Your quote is saved, you can come back later, review it, and purchase when you're ready. Get your quote with ERGO Next Insurance. So, that's how you get a business insurance quote online. About 10 minutes, a few simple questions, and you've got coverage tailored to your business. No phone calls, no paperwork, no waiting around wondering what it's gonna cost. If you're ready to protect your business, head over to nextinsurance.com. You can start your quote right now. Links in the description. And hey, if this video helped you understand the process a little better, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your business.